Hey guys, there were a few things that I failed to mention. I got a little distracted by the playthrough of the game and forgot about some of the minor details that are quite important. So first of all, at one point I mentioned it's a good idea to save your candles, but I failed to explain why. So here's how this constellation works. When you open up your menu here, you see these characters here. Now you can choose to buy items from them. And as you buy items, this unlocks more and more. You can see there's items up here that you can go for. The reason why I suggested not to spend any candles yet, though it is tempting to just unlock everything as you get it, is because once you have collected a spirit and turned it in at the end temple, you can see it in your constellation over here and you have the emote for it in here. Then what you can do is come over into, and most of the realms have this in it too, but you can come over here and you can see, okay, this cape here, and this cape and this cape, they all exist under those particular spirits. So you can come in here and kind of decide, okay, these hairdos, I want this hairdo. If you try to put it on, it tells you it's available in this constellation. Okay, so you can see this is the purple cape, and it's available in this constellation. This is the yellow cape. It's available in this constellation. So you can kind of decide which cosmetics you would like to unlock first, and then you can go through and unlock those cosmetics first and foremost by looking for the spirit that comes with in here. Most of the spirits are wearing like the purple cape. Here's the purple cape. Okay, and it also happens to have this hairdo if that's what you want to go for. But you have to go all the way up here to get this cape. So that's why I suggested not spending your candles right off the bat. It's a mistake that I made my first time through. I just spent all of my candles. So yeah, you can sit here and you can try on all of the cosmetics that you've unlocked so far to see what they do, how they look on your character, and then again at the bottom there you can see where it's currently located in the constellations that you've unlocked. So then you can, like I said, decide what you want to unlock first, and then later on as you progress through the game you can choose to unlock everything in general. And then it was pointed out that I failed to mention the reason why we collect these spirits, and that kind of goes hand in hand with the cosmetics. The whole point in collecting the spirits, besides finishing the game, is for the cosmetics. That's literally the whole point in collecting the spirits. Again, besides finishing the game. And then another thing that I guess it was I failed to explain was the point in collecting the wings. I'm not really sure why somebody mentioned that was a failing of mine, because the game kind of already does a really good job at explaining what the purpose of wings are, other than the obvious, which is to fly. So yeah. I did briefly explain a little bit of the mechanics as far as recharging your wings. You can always recharge your wings if you're standing on this home plate here. It's almost instantaneous. We're gonna fall because it's faster. So as long as you're standing at least somewhere around on this manta, on the home space, you can recharge your wings. As well as if you stand on top of a candle, though it's a slow recharge, you can recharge your wings through this. So slow. As long as your cape is making this shiny animation, you are recharging your wings. Which is kind of cute, but very, very slow recharge on top of candles. There are some other things that do it faster. Ching. Another thing to note is the stars on your cape. A lot of you have probably already noticed this at this point in your game. the more stars you have, the more wings you have. And the star patterns, they increase. Some capes don't have stars. Some capes, they have rainbows on them because of the most recent rainbow. Oh, this is... Let's see if we can get him to light us. Though he's busy, he probably doesn't want to. Okay, he doesn't want to. Let's go into Prairie and see if we can find other people and examples of the different kind of capes and the level of stars that you can find. See, here's your cosmetics. I did briefly go over this, but I guess I didn't cover it in depth enough. Yeah, you can try on all of these as long as there's a thing there. Usually to get people to show up, I have to light, oh, I haven't run candles today. I have to light these 3, and then for some reason, generally, the home space here, the prairie space, I don't really know what it's called, I guess, just fills up. Apparently there's nobody online right now. Oh, there they are. There's a person. Just one. There's more. Okay, so these are all just hanging out. This guy. So this here is what it looks like when you have an 11th wedge. He's got that extra star pattern, different from ours. And each star counts as a wedge on your level at the top here. Let's see if we can find other patterns. Mostly all just stars. Okay, well, let's pause here for a minute. I'm going to grab my other account and show you all of the different patterns you can get. I'm going to show you some of the other patterns you can get on some of the capes. So yeah, we'll cut to that. So this is my main account. As you can see, I did buy the Nintendo Switch pack. This has just little squares. I have not collected all of my stars. I do have enough to get my 11th wedge, but I have not yet collected all of them, so sadly we cannot see that 11th wedge design on here. But this is what I'm talking about. So some of these capes, and I'm wearing my chibi mask, some of these capes, turn around, have the different designs. The most recent was and these are all of the capes. I've pretty much unlocked all but the tier 2s. Is white and black tier 2 available? Oh no, that's not white. No, it's not yet available. I got excited. This was the rainbow event. Why do you want to light me so bad? Hi, friend. This is what it looks like. It's super cute. I love how it looks. And I've got my little stick here. Something to note when it comes to your stick, like putting down objects in general, if I can ever get to it. I did notice this. If you want to put down an object, make sure that you're looking where you want to place it. And it's not quite as nice as the Android or iOS app. You can place it literally anywhere. Whereas this, you kind of have to just be looking and hope that it places it somewhere cool. For instance, it would be really hard to place it on the wall where I want it. That's not where I wanted it. So yeah, the mechanics for placing things on here with the controller I wish was a little bit different, honestly. And there is a little bit of a discrepancy as far as candles go. On my mobile device, I don't have that many candles. And I also happen to have a spare AP Adventure Pass, which is the season's pre-order stuff. That one. In shop. Let's do info on that. So seasonal candles is the currency that you can unlock seasonal items. Adventure pass. Let's see, it doesn't have one on here. Did it? Oh, that's rude. Let's see if we can find. What does this do? Okay, that didn't do what I wanted it to. These guys are so silly. Yeah, I can't. I don't know. Let's see. There's a lot more things. No, we don't want to know that expressions. That's not what we're looking for. That's easier to like get to on the mobile device. Usually there's an information thing that you can get a hold of concerning the seasonal stuff, which would make it a little easier to explain. Aw, capeless chibi. Oh, he wants to light me. Hooray. Oh, a she. These are all of the necklaces that you get for the different adventure passes when you purchase them. They do cost money. The fox is what I'm currently wearing. It's so cute. Put away the candle. There we go. It's super cute. Next order of business. I'm going to do this on my main account as well, because I don't have any friends on my other account. And this is another thing that we need to talk about that I failed to do in the first one. Friends lists. You poke at them through the constellation, which is extremely difficult to get to. So as you can see, my friends, it's just full. I still haven't been able to light my main through my other alt. I don't understand why I can't light it. It's super weird. This works just fine. You just click on person and you press Y and it sends them a gift of light. Now what this gift of light does, you've probably already figured it out because I failed to mention this in my first video. It sends them, as you saw my heart there, little heart particles, and it fills up your heart, which is another currency in the game that you use to unlock certain things. Light, there we go. Some of the cosmetics, mostly like the hairs and the pants and things like that, they cost hearts majorly. And the only way to save up hearts is to either have a friend send you a heart if you've unlocked your constellation, your friend constellation with them far enough, or there it is, to just have a ton of friends and just have all of these people giving you hearts, particles daily. It takes 60 friends to light you in order to get one heart. And your constellation can only hold 75 people at a time. Yes, you can have more than 75 friends. It just means that only 75 of them will be visible at all times, essentially. And the constellation does move around a lot. If other people have you on their main constellation, they can still light you. And when they light you and you reset your server or your app, they'll show up on your constellation. You can light them back. So that still works, but I've noticed it only works to an extent as far as this main account goes. I can really only collect about 2 hearts a day from friends, despite having hundreds of friends. A little bit of a spoiler, here's some more of the areas that we have not explored to yet on our other account. The reason that I cut to the end of forest without actually going through forest was because in order to get all of the things on home space that I wanted to show you to explain all of this and then failed explaining anyway, was I needed to collect at least one spirit here in forest, take it all the way to the forest temple, same as with this, and then come back. And I just went ahead and did all of forest, and I wanted to cut it into a separate video because the first video was just getting to be so long. It takes a long time to go through a candle run, a winglight run, and a spirit run all at once, let alone do 3 realms in one go with commentary. So I just cut it out so that I could show you the finish of Prairie and how to get all of those spirits and all of the winglights and things like that. So that's why I cut to the end of Forest. There was just so much distraction going on. I was so excited to play on the Switch that I just got distracted, I guess, and failed to explain a lot of this. So I hope that this has covered maybe some of the questionable things. And at the time of the Switch release, I was unaware of the fact that TGC, the company for this game, had also released its patch update for 14.0, which was kind of waited on by me. I just didn't realize that they had released it. And in 14.0, they, as you may have noticed if you ended up in the Sky Discord server, which I'm going to post a link to that in all of my videos for anyone who wants to join but hasn't. They released the ability to collect all of the past spirits from previous seasons, which up until now wasn't a thing you could do. You had to wait for a traveling spirit. They usually show up over here, and I'll post a video on what traveling spirits essentially look like. I'll stick that in here. And you have to go and find them wherever their location is in one of these realms and relive their memory so that you can come over here and collect all of the cosmetics from that traveling spirit, kind of like the exact same essentially as when you get it from these constellation spirits. The exact same. The difference is that a traveling spirit is only around for 4 days. The Thursday that it's released, the day that it's released, which is usually a Thursday in my time, till Sunday at the reset between Sunday and Monday, which is super confusing. A lot of people get that confused because it's so difficult. The reset between Sunday and Monday, California time, is when it disappears, and then it shows up Thursday at that reset between Wednesday and Thursday. As soon as Thursday reset begins. I don't know if I'm jumbling this up and making it more confusing. Let me know in the comments if there's any more questions that you had that I didn't cover in my first video. Okay, we're back on my alternate account that we originally started with. Another thing I wanted to point out, the expressions are a way of communicating with random people in Sky. Let's light this guy. Oh, this moth, that's what we're going to call them. They don't have very many stars like us, although we have a few more. Is I can come over here and I can wave at them. Because I can't chat with them. I haven't unlocked anything with them. So I can wave. Hello. How are you? Welcome to the game. It's nice to meet you. Oh, they are not as new. Oh, they've... Interesting. They don't have very many wings. Very interesting. Why don't they have any wings? Another thing. The only way to collect the past spirits is you have to at least complete Valley of Triumph before they will become visible to you in these first realms. And then as you complete any of the other realms, they will become visible in that realm as well. but you have to at least complete this one, which is Valley of Triumph, before that becomes available. It's just a general rule that TGC has. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you have any other questions that I didn't cover or that you want me to cover that aren't obvious. Any other questions that you have just in general, go ahead and let me know in the comments and I will try to answer them as best as I can. As always, thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe for more content. I am kind of newer to this, so the more feedback I get, the better I can make these videos, the more informative they can become. But yeah, thanks for watching.